is Jimmy Thornton, and welcome to my first official vlog. Now, I gave it a lot of thought what I should do for my first official vlog, and after a lot of thought, I decided I'd do a Q&A. So let's delve right into Q&A. I have my computer here, which has all the questions on that I'm going to be answering. So, what is my full name? My full name is James Alexander Thornton. Where are you from? I'm from London. And where do I live currently? I live near Belsize Park in Camden. Where were you born? I was born in Hammersmith. What's your favourite drink? All of my friends will know this. I love Pepsi Max. It's just an addiction. What's your favourite food? Again, my friends will know that I love pizza. I love sushi. I love Indian. I love Italian. I love French food. There's a lot of stuff. I won't go through all of it. What's my favourite holiday destination? That would be Vancouver. What's your favourite childhood memory? We had a lot of road trips, and they were great. My parents actually had great music taste, so it's great listening to it in the car. It was really good fun. What's my favourite way to pass time? I love going onto YouTube. I like watching driving fails, epic fails, Gizmo Slip, where they drop iPhones, they do lots of weird things to iPhones. They're awesome though, like destroying Samsung Galaxy. Oh, it's great fun. Kindness videos, I love those. Cat videos. I also like doing graphic design, going out for walks, doing a lot of photography. What's my favourite snack? I can't go into that because there's so many. My favourite sport? Swimming, cycling and running. And the past few months, swimming has really, really helped me. Now I'm currently doing running, which is fantastic. I love it so much. Probably a bit more than swimming actually, which is, it's nice. What's my biggest regret? Not having enough confidence in myself. Throughout my life there have been a lot of hard things I've had to go through. Living with some issues myself I've had, and I just haven't had the confidence to kind of say, these issues are not me, you know. That's not who I am. They're just fake, they're fabricated by my brain, and I didn't have the confidence to kind of pull them out and throw them away. Why YouTube? Well, going onto YouTube, you know, you have to have a good purpose. What is it? It could be to entertain people, make them happy with your daily vlogs, to inform people of certain things that are going on. And for me, I have a story and I think it's a good idea to share it. I think for me, I want to educate people, and maybe I'm wrong on certain things, but I want to give my perspective. Are you a fan of any sports team? I'm not a huge fan of sports, but I do like the Irish rugby team, being half Irish. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I love both. I absolutely love both, but I have a real special place for cats in my life, as I have cats. Am I scared of heights? A bit. Yeah, I'm quite scared of heights, but I did a skydive. I wasn't nervous until the last few seconds, but it was actually the most amazing thing in the world, just falling down from the sky and seeing everything. Get closer and closer. It was just so exhilarating. What is an ideal first date for you? You know, I hate the idea of dates. I think there's a real stigma attached to them. First of all, it's a fancy restaurant. You're going to dress up in nice clothing, and well, of course, you want to impress them. And for me, I don't like that, because there's, there's a lot of pressure in the date. What you wear, where you go, and just, are you going to be funny enough? You know, at the end, is it going to be a good date, a bad date, or an okay date? And for me, that doesn't bother me. What I'd like is just a casual, well, not casual, but maybe semi-casual, just going out maybe for pizza, going out somewhere and just having conversation, being casual. I don't need all the fancy things. I just want a casual date, and well, not exactly casual because it's going to be special. It's really special, not like kind of hanging out with friends, but I just don't want it to be too much, you know. I think all I need is the company. I need someone that's funny, that laughs. What is at the top of my bucket list? Finding someone. No, life hasn't been the best for me with my self-confidence issues, and I just want to really prove that I've broken that and find someone. What is something I'm gifted at? Not many things, but screwing things up, yes. But I think computer-related stuff, maybe graphic designs, I'm not half bad at. Things to do with software on computers, I'm just very good at those kind of things, like troubleshooting issues on computers, the general things, and like photography and doing stuff in Lightroom, Photoshops. Well, as someone I look for in a partner, as I said a little bit about the kind of date, someone kind, honest, funny, and someone who isn't perfect, you know. I don't want to have someone that's perfect, I want to have someone that isn't, because I guess in a weird way I feel like I don't want to have someone that's better than me. I don't want to feel like, not like in a cocky way that I don't want to have someone that's better than me, but I kind of want to feel like that I'm not perfect, and I want someone that we can share our imperfections and that we can teach each other things. You know, if you're with someone that's perfect, then obviously they're horribly flawed in the wrong kind of way, because they think they're perfect and they'll soon realise they're not. Well, there's something that I wish I was gifted at doing. I don't know about that one, because there's so many things that I wish I was gifted at doing. So, I don't think I can answer that because there are so many. Maybe I'll come back to that and do a YouTube video on that one, because there are things that I'm not gifted at, and I wish I was gifted at. Well, there's one item you can't leave home without: my phone. It has everything on it. It's my life. Sadly, that's what technology's done. It's made a phone be the thing I can't live without. What's the best compliment I've ever received? I was giving advice to a family member, and I guess they said that I should become a counsellor, which was something that I felt was a really big compliment, because it was, you know, it was just someone saying that I'm good at something, and it's nice to know that I am good at something. What is the first movie you remember seeing? I think it was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I'm trying really hard to remember. I've tried really hard to remember any other films before then, but I can't, so it would have to be that one. Do you like pets? Yes. And do I have any pets? Yes. Well, I don't have them with me, but my mum has them down the south coast, and I'm obsessed with them. What is your biggest accomplishment? Passing my driving test. That was a huge accomplishment for me, because I didn't think I could do it. I really didn't. And it was such a surprise for me, and it was my first time. And I told my mum, this was back in 2015, I told my mum, don't worry, I won't book it so early next time. I'm so happy that I did. My eye colour is blue. What's my favourite colour? Funnily enough, it is blue. Favourite ice cream flavour? Salted caramel. I thought that's a weird combination, caramel and salt, but it is not. It's the most amazing. What's your favourite music genre? Rock, funk, pop, soul, jazz, blues, country, folk, and many more. I don't have a favourite. I've just got a hugely eclectic taste in music. What's your least favourite music genre? Heavy metal I don't like because it's just too loud and it's just, too much. I mean, hard rock's fine for me, but heavy metal, no. And some rap music. What's my favourite nickname? Well, it's Jimmy Thornton. Jimmy. What is your favourite type of clothing? I love casual clothing and jeans, you know, and I occasionally wear formal clothes. Of course I wear formal clothes to work, but I occasionally wear formal clothes outside of work, but you know, I like casual. I don't like to be too serious. What's your most commonly used swear word? Do you mean swear words? I have many, and I use them lots, and you will hear them if you know me, but I'm not going to put them on YouTube, because this is my first video, maybe later, but not here. Do you have any allergies? No, I don't have any allergies. Kissing or cuddling, which do you prefer? I prefer both, kissing and cuddling. What piece of technology can you not live without? I think my computer. I do think my phone is my most important thing, but my computer, it has all the software on it, like the graphic design software. It has Lightroom, Photoshop, Illustrator, it has InDesign, and that sort of stuff I use. It also has Premiere Pro, has Logic Pro X, has all my music on it. It just, it's like my second brain, which is not a good thing to have, but that's it. First concert I ever attended, the first concert I can remember attending was Riverdance, and it was fantastic. What's my favourite subject in school? Music. I love music, and that's why I studied music and did a degree in jazz. What's your least favourite subject in school? My least favourite subject in school was math. I was just terrible at it, and all these complex equations, I couldn't handle them. What's my biggest fear? Failure. Failure is my biggest fear, it really is. I mean, just the fear of not being good enough. When did I suffer my first heartbreak? It was actually last year, because having issues with my confidence meant that I just wasn't confident enough to go out there and find someone and meet someone. And of course, there was a whole thing around my sexuality that I hadn't discovered. This is a big clue, and I'll explain that a bit later, but it was realizing who I was, and it was a bad story, and no one did anything wrong, really. It's just the way things are sometimes. You suffer heartbreak, and it's not meant to be. And I guess at the beginning you think, oh, it was, why did this happen to me? But anyway, it was the last time I cried. A few days ago. I'm not afraid of my emotions, so I cried a few days ago. I think it's healthy. It's healthy to let things out. Who left the most impact on your life? There are many people, like Ellen DeGeneres, teaching kindness. But I think an old tutor of mine, Simon DeSouza, and a sad story about him, but he was just so kind. He was such a kind man, and I'd started jazz, and it was something that I didn't really know much about, and didn't like jazz when I started it, but he was so kind. He helped me get through, and it's a very complex form of music, and I came to love it, and it's great. Who's the best teacher I've ever had? It would be him, or my music teacher in secondary school. She was just amazing. She really was. Who is your favourite musician? There are so many musicians out there. Off the top of my head, a few would be Joni Mitchell, Norah Jones, there's Brad Mehldau, maybe Jimmy Page, Sia, George Ezra, James Bay. There are a lot. I can't go through all of them. Who's your favourite role model? Ellen DeGeneres would be definite, and Simon DeSouza. Ellen, she taught kindness and just that it's okay to be who you are. Who is my favourite actor? I think it has to be David Tennant. He's just such a phenomenal actor. And in Doctor Who, it was just so incredible. It was so incredible. And, David Tennant, and of course, the Doctor and Rose, Tyler, there were some of the most heartbreaking scenes. It was just the most beautiful acting. And he was just so good. He was just so good. It was amazing. Who is my favourite actress? There are so many out there. And so I can't name them because there are so many. It was all so good. Yeah, that is a tough one. That really is a tough one. Describe yourself in a single sentence. Absolutely bonkers, but most sane people are. If you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be? It's okay to be different. Accept who you are, own up to who you are, and be confident. the only reason that you might seem weird, or people might think you're weird, is because you're not confident enough. You're not confident enough, and that's putting you into your shell, that's making you on edge, maybe, that's making you worry about things, and you kind of go all shaking, and you screw up, and people think, oh, there's someone that's not confident, there's someone that's screwing up lots, but that's because you're just scared. And when you're on edge, when you're tense, when you're nervous, you're likely to crack under pressure, and things are likely to go wrong. Last time I swam in a pool, it was around a month ago. On a scale of 1 to 10, the 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, rate your fashion sense. I think it's 8 or 9. I mean, it wouldn't be perfect. I'd say 8 actually, it wouldn't be perfect, but over the last while I've gotten a lot better in my fashion sense. And, I want to look good. I want to just feel good about myself, feel body positive, and I think wearing clothes that compliment me really helps. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, rate your driving skills. I'd say 7 or 8. I have dyspraxia, so 1 to 10, the same. Rate my cooking skills. I'd say 6 or 7. I'm not the best cook. I don't have the best culinary range, culinary palette, whatever you call it. So I'm not that great, but still, I can cook some good things. One thing that you now know that you wish you had known as a kid. It's okay to be different, as I said. It is very okay to be different. The first app you check when you wake up in the morning. Facebook. I always do. I want to see what's happening and when it's happening. And the sad thing is, I'm addicted to it. I hate not knowing what's going on. What app do you use most? Facebook again. What are some of your bad habits? Coordination. One of my hobbies. I like going for walks, going running, doing photography, graphic design, and doing a bit of IT stuff. And the great thing is that I'm good at that stuff. And it's so amazing that you can, have a hobby that you can do as a living. And I'm very lucky and very grateful that I can do that. What countries have you visited? Lots of them. I won't go through them, but I'm very lucky to have been well travelled around the world. What countries would you like to visit? I'd like to go hiking through America and explore the different parts of America, explore Yosemite more, go to Yellowstone. And explore Asia. It would be nice to explore Asia. What do you consider unforgivable? Being abusive towards someone. I think it's a very unforgivable thing. And then abusing money. And just using someone. It's just the worst thing ever. Using someone to get what you want. What do you do for a living? Well, I'm working at IT systems in Budgeons and Belsize Park, and I also do a bit of graphic design for them, a bit of photography, and that's something that I love. I love being able to mix things up, so I'm not there doing one thing and getting really frustrated, like doing IT support and getting really frustrated, not being able to solve something. I can do IT support one day and then do graphic design and photography another day, or both. So those are the questions, the Q&A, and I was really worried that I'd screw up, but I didn't screw up once during those whole questions, and so thank you for listening. Thank you, everyone. A big, massive thanks to everyone that viewed this video. Subscribe and click the notification bell, which means you get notifications whenever I have uploaded something. Please go ahead and do that. Like, comment, do whatever you have to do. I really appreciate it. Thank you.